When you first start the gym, you think it's going to go one of two ways. Either you're going to walk in, everyone's going to stare at you, you're not going to know what exercises to do, and you're going to leave being an embarrassment. Or you think you're going to go walk in, do random sessions for a month, and leave looking like prime Arnold Schwarzenegger. Well, neither are true. So I've created this video to give you a realistic outlook on what starting the gym really looks like. So here's my 5 tips I wish I knew when I first started the gym. And if you make it to the end of the video, I have a bonus piece of advice I'd give to anyone who walked through my gym doors. So my first truth is, you're not supposed to know what you're doing when you walk into the gym for the first time. Some people feel like they need to know exactly what they're going to do when they walk in the gym, what all the machines are called, and have a plan that they're going to execute word by word. But that's not how we get into the gym for the first time. At first, you're not going to know what you're doing, and no one else is going to know that you do not know what you're doing. Your one job is to just get in through the front doors and start exercising. And if you feel lost, do not worry. Ask some of the staff in your local gym, or find someone online that can share guidance with you on how to actually exercise in the gym. You wouldn't go into any other sport and expect to know what you're doing, so why would you expect the same in the gym? And like I said, your one job is to get through them front doors for the very first time. So if you do want a plan, pick a simple plan that you can follow easily. Get in through the front doors, go and execute it, but stick with it for 4 to 8 weeks and let that plan actually unfold. Don't start jumping between plans, exercises, or anything too crazy. Just get in and stick with something very simple. So following on from that point, and my second truth about starting the gym is random workouts do not work. A lot of beginners go into the gym, they do a little bit of everything, a little bit of legs, a little bit of chest, a little bit of arms, a little bit of shoulders. They leave sweating and they think that was a really successful session. But then the next day they go back and they do a little bit of legs, a little bit of chest, a little bit of arms, a little bit of shoulders. And slowly that compounds to actually not amounting for much. When really what we want to do is have, like I said, a very simple plan that will allow us to target different stimuluses each day. This gives us adequate amount of rest, but also allows us to hit our targets in terms of training, whether that's for strength, hypertrophy, power, for a sport. And when we start to plan our sessions, we also start to track our sessions, and this gives us the confidence in ourselves that we are making progress. We can see what we've done in the past, and we can see the direction that we're heading in. Come up with, again, a simple plan and track it every single session, the weights that you're lifting, the total amount of reps that you're doing, and the total amount of rest that you're having. Over the months and years of training, you will thank yourself that you've got all this data about yourself. My third truth about starting the gym when you're a beginner is you do not need to destroy yourself every single session. This is a big pet peeve of mine when I see people coming into the gym, they're smashing their sessions, they go away, and then they come back the next day and hit it again just as hard. You only get 2 things from this: burnout and injuries. Really, what we want is our sessions to be structured to the point where if we do have an intense session, the next following day it's either lighter weight or a lighter intensity, and then we can rest and recuperate and then come back 3 or 4 days later ready for our next intense session. But you get absolutely nothing from coming in, smashing your body, going away, sleeping, coming back in and smashing your body again. Just leads to burnout and injury. So do not do it. Don't do it. My 4th truth about starting the gym as a beginner is that rest is part of the process. And rest is a tool that is so underrated in the fitness space. If we're training for 3 days a week, 4 days a week, 5 days a week, we need to make sure that we're having adequate amounts of rest. And when I say rest, it means that we're having a good diet with high protein intake, and we're getting our full required amount of sleep. For most people, this is around 8 hours. Without our rest, we're gonna suffer in the gym when we're doing our training. We'll notice that we're not able to lift as heavy. We'll notice that we feel fatigued. It'll also creep into your everyday life, inside your work. You won't be able to perform as well. And we're all about high performance, maximum efficiency. So rest, it's very important. Okay, so my 5th truth and my final truth is that consistency beats anything in the gym. We can go into the gym for a month and train as hard as you want. You can have the perfect plan, the perfect diet, and the perfect amount of sleep. but the person that comes in for the next 5 years will always perform better than the person that comes in for a month and then drops off and disappears. Consistency allows us to focus on building our strength up over time, on mobility, focus on our flexibility, focus on our mental health. So consistency is the most powerful tool you will have in any aspect of your life. Do not underrate it. It is the best tool that you will have. So get yourself into the gym, set yourself up with a plan that you know that you can stick with. If that's only 3 days a week, do 3 days a week and do them 3 days really, really good. Stick with it. I know the process is difficult at the start. Trust the process, stick with it. You will reap the rewards. Okay, well done, and thank you for making it towards the end of this video. And just as a special treat, here is the piece of advice I'd give to anyone who walks through that front door. That is, you do not need any more information. You have all the tools that you need to get into the gym for the first time. Get yourself in, do a very simple session. There is plenty of information that I'm sure you have absorbed through all the videos online, through all the information, through all the books that we have. You know how to do a simple exercise. If there are not, there are plenty of ways that you can acquire this information. For example, find someone that you can trust to teach you the ways. But like I said with all my points, exercising can be very simple, and it needs to be very simple when you first start. Get yourself in, stay consistent, make life easy, do not kill yourself every single session, and make sure that you're resting well. That's all that you need to know to get into the gym for the first time. It's very, very simple. So when I first started in the gym, I was very young. I came from a rugby background, so we were brought into S&C training very early, but that gave me the core principles of training, and it allowed me to have the building blocks that I needed to grow and improve inside of the gym consistently. So if you've not had a background similar to this, you're completely new to the gym, like I said, find someone who can teach you how to exercise properly. I do online coaching. If you need any support, reach out to me. It's completely free to get started. All I want you to do is get through them front doors for the very first time. And if you don't want to get in touch, do not worry. Just hit subscribe. I post weekly videos on how you can improve your training, how we can improve your strength, your fitness, your mobility, everything to come. And if there's anything that you want to see, just leave a comment down below. I'd be happy to make another video. See you in the next one.